Have you ever wondered how to get that full, balanced, modern sound when mixing electric guitars? This is how you do it. I'll show you a powerful technique using both DI and amp tracks to take your guitar mix to the next level. When comparing our songs to reference tracks, we often notice a missing fullness in our guitar sound. This is where I'll emphasize the importance of recording a DI track alongside the amp sound. Using virtual amps on a DI track comes in handy. Not only does it add that desired fullness, but it also adds character choices that can blend nicely with the overall amp sound. Now I've got a guitar section here using 3 guitar tracks. So this is 3 different audio tracks from the same performance. There's a DI and 2 amp tracks. To start, we'll take the DI track and apply a virtual amp plugin. I'm going to go with UAD's Fender amp, but feel free to choose any virtual amp that you have. I also like to use Amplitude by IK Multimedia, but this virtual amp is going to allow us to shape the tone and add that missing richness. So take a listen to what the guitars sound like as it was recorded. Cool sound, but everything kind of doesn't sound like it's working all that well together. But we know that it can because these choices were made for a reason. So let's take a listen to what just adding the virtual amp sounds like. So immediately what is happening here, the guitars are being spread out a lot better. There's a couple of little effect things going on here, but when I take it off, it almost sounds like it collapsed. And we really want to spread these guitars out. We want to enhance the sound that was meant to be captured. And so that's why I really encourage recording a DI along with your amp tones. So the next thing that we need to do is blend that virtual amp, our DI track, with our recorded amps, because it's a little overpowering. So we just want to find a nice blend with that. I'm also looking for a balance that's going out of our group track here. This is just an electric guitar 1 group track that I have that's part of my template. I like to send all of the guitars, at least all of the grouped guitars, to their own group bus so I can process those as a whole. On the group bus, we need to add a little compression. And for electric guitars, I really like a FET style compressor, such as the legendary 1176. This compressor is going to bring out the dynamics of the guitar and add a touch of warmth and character to the overall mix. So as you can see, we're getting a lot of compression here. I don't want that much. I don't want to squash the guitars. I still want them to sound very natural and very much in their own element. So I'm going to pull down the input a little bit on that. So we're just controlling the overall sound to help it stay balanced, to help it stay put in the mix. With the virtual amp on the DI track and the FET compressor on the group bus, we've successfully elevated the natural sound of the guitars and achieved that full professional mix that we've been aiming for. Depending on the other elements of the song, we might need to enhance some frequencies. But don't go crazy like some of these YouTubers do. Listen to what the guitars need. If it needs more body, try around 100 Hertz. And to cut through a little more, try boosting a little bit of air into it. Now that enhances the guitars nicely, and it's going to connect itself to the rest of the mix. These hardware emulation EQ plugins are great because they already have suggested EQ points for you. Remember, recording a DI track is crucial for flexibility and achieving a polished guitar sound, especially with modern music. Experiment with different virtual amps and compression settings to find the perfect balance for your mix. Alright y'all, that's it for today's tutorial on mixing guitars with DI and amp tracks. I hope you found this technique helpful in taking your guitar's mixes to new heights. I'm going to leave a couple of videos right here that I think you might find helpful. Thanks so much for watching y'all. I'll see you in the next one.